with a new mod test for Wednesday, September 21st, and this is the Cow Farm Pack by Camilos 0397. Now this is a pack of, well, 3 sheds and 4 barns, cow barns actually. Although it only shows on the description 2 cow barns, which is odd. Yeah. Anyways, we're going to look at that. 34.41 megabytes download, so not too bad in the download. And slot counts are a little bit high. And let's look at those first. So, animals, cows. And here they are, cow farm pack, 4 barns. We have the open cow barn, which is this one. And we have another one that looks exactly, at least nearly identical in the open cow barn here as well. However, the difference is how many cows it holds. So this one holds 30, this one holds 60. So it is 16 and 14 slots. And then we go off into the next one here, which is the big cow barn, which holds 300. And these all kind of turn in little chunks, like you see. You gotta if you hold it down, it doesn't spin. Your R1 and L1, they go in little increments, so you can kind of line it up square as well. 155,000 for that. That holds 300 cows. And the next one is this one, which is also the big cow barn, but only holds 200 cows. And is a bit smaller. It doesn't have this added side to it. And that also, like so. So 28 slots and 23 slots. Right, okay. If you are looking for the sheds that came with this pack, please go see my good friend John at LunaView Farms. He does shed reviews, and he will cover the sheds that are in this pack. I will link the video in the description, and you can find that video there. He does an excellent job of looking at the sheds and explaining them in depth. Now, one by one, we're going to go through these cow barns, and then we're going to go skip ahead and see how they proceed, and then we'll show you where all the food goes in and so forth. But we'll say this is the first one. Food goes in here. Animal trigger is here. Let me put on my help window because it's a little tricky. Animal trigger. See, it's like open the gate. Yeah, but I want the animal trigger. Animal trigger is there, right? Slurry and milk here. This I had to. As for straw, straw in here with the bale, so it takes bales, straw bales, that goes in there. I probably think you could back in. We're gonna put some straw in a trailer and see if we can back in and fill the straw up with a trailer as well if you like loose straw. I put up a manure, no manure yet. Right, so the bigger one of the two. Oh, notice another strange thing is it's like it's closed off. So it's a big barn, but they've closed off and only have 30 cows, right? Because the other one's exactly the same, except it's the full barn, you see? And then the straw can go anywhere in here. I've thrown a bale in here. There's an extra bale. Actually, we'll take that bale out so that we can see how fast the straw goes down. The straw is maxed out right now. And we'll look at Well, let's look at that right now. If we can look at our animal barns here, the 30 and 60, here we go. These two, straw is 18,375 and 29,375 for straw, and food 17,750 and 27,750. So fairly low capacities on these two. Right. All right. And then I put the manure silo close by here to catch the manure. Now, moving on to, let's start with the smaller of the large barns, if that makes sense. This has a little different design, as you can tell. The slurry pits here. We have doors that open. I did not find any light switches anywhere, although there is lights. I would imagine they're automatic. Right, so we have lots of different areas here. Around here, straw goes in this area here. And so we're just going to throw that out for the moment so that we can see how much straw it uses up. Right, so quite a large barn, even though this is the smaller of the large barns. It has a kind of a drive-through area here, but nothing goes here. The food actually gets put in the other side. Just going for a tour around the barn. It looks like manure pickup spot is here. We're going to test that out. Although, if we look at it, it doesn't show manure capacity, just slurry, straw, and milk for all of them. Capacities for this barn, 77,750 food and 33,375 for straw. Food goes in here. There is a bit of an overhang, so there is a collision on that. You have to watch for it, but I was able to use a fairly large, well, the largest trailer to dump in. We're going to show that. Here is a much more accessible animal trigger here. These gates open. Open sesame. No, that gate does not open. Right, that gate doesn't open, oddly enough. However, there's a whole bunch of gates that open and close here. And yeah, so for some reason there's, I know why this is here. You can do the blow the straw in. If you have a straw blower, you can come along here, blow the straw in. That's what that is for. Moving on to the largest of the barns at 300 cows. This has much more opening and closing the gates and doors. Animal dialogue is here. These gates, strangely enough, this is the feed area. However, you don't have to get too far. You have to back in, though. Or if you drive in, then you're going to have to back out. So this right here is where the trigger popped up. It is not drive-through, which is disappointing. Straw as well. We have, as I see here, we have a drive-through area here, so where you can blow the straw in if you wish, or just throw a bale in here, as I have, like so. We'll put that aside. This as well has, here's the slurry. The manure, oh yes, it's over here. Here's the manure pickup point. I'm assuming the manure kind of collects in here, and you can pick it up here. We're gonna test that, as well as if we run down to the other side again. We should have our milk. Where's our milk? Yes, here it is. Here's our milk pickup place. We're gonna show that, test that, and this is I put down a manure silo before I realized there was one actually in the barn. There's not too many barns that have a manure silo thing. So, anyways, that's the. We'll just take one. There it is. The 300 cows. 33,375 and 97,750, almost 100,000 liters of food, which seems a bit low in my opinion. But there, that is. We're gonna sleep ahead 1 month, and then we're gonna see what our levels are, and then we're gonna test. I'm gonna show you how the food goes in and stuff. So we'll see in a bit. Okay, so we've gone ahead. Let's take a look at our... Oh, milk is full there. Nearly... Wow. The 300 cows, 33,000 liters of milk in 1 month. And the food's gone. And wow, they have just decimated the food and straw slurries about, I'd say, a third full. Milk, yeah, milk's full, straw's almost gone, food's all gone. Yikes. The 200 cow barn, milk's nearly full. Looks like the capacity for milk is the same for those two, so more cows, they have just chewed up the food. Little tiny bit of food left in the 200 cow barn, and about a little less than half straw, and then the two other 30 and 60. Food's down quite a bit, milk's straw, so yeah, the 60, 30, and 200 seem to be okay for levels. The 300 cow barn does not hold enough capacity in my opinion. Right, okay, so let's... That was running already. Let's go check out the barns. So we can see manure has collected there. That's good. The food point on this is the 30 cow barn. Whoops. Let's back it up a little bit, and we should get the trigger. There's a trigger right there. So we can refill there. There we go. Now over to the 60 cow barn. Now a little trick with the straw, if you're having running out of straw, just throw a bunch of bales on the straw trigger, and it will slowly take the straw as the pen empties. See, that was a little bit of contact there with the roof line. So that's where the food goes in. We're going to check this. Yep, manure and that bunker silo. Now let's go over here. Whoops, I always forget there's a wall there. Now here's the other trigger, food trigger. And for the 200 cow barn, it should be... There we go. Let's see if we're going to... Ooh, a little bit of contact, but it's still okay. Right, so that's going to empty out, and now we're going to test the manure. Now, let's hop out here for a second and see if it tells me... No, it doesn't say how much manure is in there. Does it appear anywhere? No, I don't see it appear anywhere. Alright, well, let's go up to the trigger and see if we can get anything. Oh, we got a trigger coming up. There we go. It's filling. How much do we get? Quite a bit, it would seem. Well... That's quite a bit of 40,000 liters. Okay. That's quite a lot. All right, let's mosey on over to the 300 cows here, and I'll show you the food point here. We should have, yeah, well, so let's just pull up a little bit and we'll show you where, yeah, so right about there, that's where the food trigger is. It might, probably won't take all of it. Well, most of it. Now, if we can get out of here, there we go. Let's just get out of here and dump this on the ground for now, because we want to test out this manure, see how much manure we get, because we really don't know. And that should be right here. So there we go. We got the trigger, and there it is, starting to fill. And then I got a couple of tankers. We're going to test out the, well, we know how much slurry we have. We're going to test out the triggers. Let's do that while that's filling. So milk. Milk trigger is on the smaller farm here. Let's close this gate. I see the, come on, close. Close gate. There we go. Right. I don't like it when the milk trigger and the slurry trigger are too close together. That is, aside from being unhygienic, is kind of tricky when you're trying to fill. There we go. There we go. Milk. All right. So not a lot of milk from that, which is not unexpected because, well, there's only 30 cows. This one, come on, there we go, start filling. Okay, yep, that one works. This is taking a little longer because there's 4 barns, as you can see, and I want to make sure we're testing every single trigger, because we have to. Well, I have to. I don't want to miss anything, so we're testing all the triggers, showing you where they are. There we go. So all the triggers, all the milk triggers work. Fine. Okay, that's good. Let's get in and let's test these slurry triggers. And then by the time we're done testing the slurry triggers, that's milk. No, we don't want milk. See what I mean about too close together? You kind of have to come at it from this way, and there we go. So that should be slurry. There we go. So slurry works there. Did it open when I went to... Oh, it's just open all the time. All right, well, 2 more triggers. Is this got collision on this fence? Yes, it does. Gate. Sorry, it's a gate. Close gate. And... yes, that one works. 2 more slurry triggers. These ones are a little bit more well placed, shall we say, as in like so. Very good. All right, let's move over to the last trigger. It would appear that the slurry capacity on these is quite large. And there we go. Fills up pretty quick. Very nice. And so yeah, so we got capacities. The biggest one here, slurry. Yeah, it looks like the slurry capacities are, it's weird. The straw and food capacities are larger on the larger barns, but yeah, a little bit strange. Right, okay, so how much manure? 55,857 liters. Interesting. Right, okay, so I'm going to hop in here, dump this out, get some straw, and we're going to test out to see if it takes loose straw or how easy it is, so we'll be right back. Right, so we're back in. We got the butt end of this trailer stuck in this barn, and as you can see, yep, it took straw that away. So yes, if you can maneuver a vehicle into that spot, into there, you'll be able to deposit straw that away. Now, as for this, it's going to be a bit more tricky, I would say, since it's supposed to go in there. Will I be able to get a trigger? No. I think perhaps there was a no doors there, so that's going to be a bit more tricky with loose straw. You're going to have to blow it in or use bales, or get a very small trailer into this door and back it in there and dump your loose straw in there, because a larger trailer is not going to fit in there. That's the 200 cow barn, and this is going to be the same problem here. Let's see if we spin around to the back. Yeah, no access for a big tractor. So let's see, where's that bale? There it is. Right, so easy enough to throw a bale in here like so, and there it goes. So kind of a restricted. Oh, what's going on here? That's kind of weird. Ooh. And I think that's pretty much covers everything, hopefully. Yeah. Any questions? Leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching. That is the Cow Farm Pack. Remember to check out the shed review with the sheds that came with this pack from my friend John at Luna View Farms. And this is by Camilos 0397, 34.41 megabytes to download. Slot counts are 16, 14, 28, and 23 for the small and large cow barns. And just remember, it's only a game, so till next time, bye for now.